Thanks for watching Community Update for Friday, March 20th. I'm Steve Erickson. City buildings closed to the public this week as the mayor declared a local emergency. That's in response to the public health threat of coronavirus and the resulting COVID-19 disease. CTN's Jennifer Anderson has been following the coronavirus impact at City Hall and joins us with details. Jennifer?
Steve, declaring a local emergency provides some flexibility for the city in how they can respond to a situation that is rapidly changing.
As the mayor, I am going to declare a local emergency in response to COVID-19 pandemic.
The council approved the mayor's emergency declaration at the March 17th meeting. Doing so helps streamline the process for making virus-related city purchases if necessary, and potentially allows the council to hold virtual or remote meetings rather than in person. It may also help the city recoup federal reimbursements down the road.
I mean, everybody is so prepared for this. And I just think this is just the next step that we have to take to give them the tools they need to be able to react. You know, if they need more computers, if they need whatever they need, I think they need to be able to make those decisions without calling us together to make a decision on it.
Meanwhile, there are many changes already in effect. The city of Coon Rapids has closed all buildings to the public until further notice, except for the police department lobby, which will remain open. Closures include the Ice Center, Recycling Center, and Bunker Hills Golf Club. All programming is canceled through May 11th. That includes senior activities, concerts, and other parks and rec programs. Some residential inspections may be postponed, but that will be decided on a case-by-case basis. And all in-home water meter installations are on hold until further notice. The city says emergency services like water shutoffs and repairs will continue, and staff adds that the water supply is very secure. There is no need to stock up on water. However, the shortage of toilet paper in some stores may present a challenge. Residents are strongly encouraged not to flush wipes or other products down the toilet.
We always have issues with flushables, and with more Clorox wipes, with more of that item out there, we're already starting to see that show up in some of our lift stations and pumps, and trying to manage that. That is something that be very cautious about where you dispose of those things. Flushing them down the toilet is not going to help anybody. Put them in your trash can, send them out with everything else that goes out in the waste.
Decisions about resuming normal activities will be reevaluated on a week-to-week basis. The city set up a dedicated webpage where you will find the most up-to-date information. Go to coonrapidsmn.gov/coronavirus. It's being updated regularly with the status of city buildings, programs, and services. Steve?
All right, thanks. The Anoka County Board held an emergency meeting this week to ratify a state of emergency declared by Board Chair Scott Schulte. Between now and March 30th, Anoka County has closed its human service centers, license and passport centers, libraries, and park buildings to the public. However, county employees are still available to help the public via email, phone calls, and virtual visits. And Anoka County officials say they are developing additional ways to deliver services to residents that don't require person-to-person contact. With more people working from home and students preparing for e-learning, the demand for internet service is spiking. Both Comcast and CenturyLink are opening Wi-Fi hotspots for anyone who needs them. They are also suspending data usage limits for customers who pay for internet service. Comcast is also offering its Internet Essentials product for free for the next 60 days to low-income individuals and families. Just call 1-855-846-8376 or log on to internetessentials.com to sign up. The service normally costs around $10 a month. Classes at both Anoka Ramsey and the Anoka Tech have been suspended until April 6th, and the state's largest school district, Anoka Hennepin, has canceled classes until March 30th. That's when 38,000 students could start distance learning. CTN's Steve Antis has the latest.
This week, the technology staff at the Anoka Hennepin schools prepared 13,000 Chromebooks for students in grades 6 through 12 who will take the step to distance learning.
We were given the days through the governor's order to prepare for distance learning.
According to Anoka Hennepin Schools Communications Director Jim Skelly, it's a quickly changing situation. Families will be updated by the district through Facebook and the district's website.
we're asking people to carefully read our messages and to be open to changes that might happen based on new information that becomes available.
Next week, the same teachers students had face-to-face will move their curriculum online to distance learning.
It could be live meetings, it could be recordings that students do or teachers do, it could be worksheets that are provided at home. It's going to look different from, obviously, if you're in a classroom, but it is going to still be the curriculum that Anoka Hennepin families are used to.
Next Tuesday, Anoka Hennepin will launch their child nutrition food program at 5 sites, including Coon Rapids High School.
This will be an opportunity to drive up, get a lunch, and then breakfast for the next day. And this is students 18 and under. There's no registration for that. There's no checking of IDs type of thing. This is a meal distributions program. Now, I should say that will expand.
District 11 is also responding to the governor's order to provide emergency child care to support healthcare professionals and first responders.
So the program will take care of children during school hours in our building. So we've created sites at all of our elementary schools to do this.
District officials ask for everyone's patience as they move forward.
We know that this is a change for basically everyone in a school district, from our teachers to our students, and we're committed to doing our best during this time and looking for feedback on how we can do better.
The district is advising families to prepare for a long-term closure due to the coronavirus. Distance learning is expected to begin on March 30th for nearly 38,000 students in the Anoka Hennepin schools. From Coon Rapids High School, I'm Steve Antis for Community Update.
COVID-19 is affecting the way the healthcare industry is conducting business. This week, Governor Walz ordered the postponement of all elective surgeries. Allina Health is taking steps to conserve resources and protect patients and staff. All visitors are restricted across the health system with compassionate exemptions available. Other health systems, including Health Partners, are taking similar measures. Local nonprofits are also responding. The Animal Humane Society is temporarily closing all of its shelters for adoptions. They are working to place as many animals as possible in foster care. The ACBC Food Shelf in Anoka has implemented a modified distribution drive-up with pre-packed boxes of food until April 1st. And Hope for Youth remains open for now, assisting homeless teens and young adults with shelter, meals, and employment. Also, the city has compiled a list of resources for local business and employees who may be out of work or losing business. You can find the link online at coonrapidsmn.gov/coronavirus. In other news, a big reconstruction project is set to begin next week on Hanson Boulevard. The $4.6 million project will make safety improvements to the roadway from just north of Highway 10 to Main Street. The 4-lane roadway will get raised medians down the middle and new turn lanes on both sides. There will also be improvements for pedestrians. Hanson won't be completely shut down, but motorists should expect major delays with just one lane of traffic in each direction for much of the year. Some exciting news to report regarding Port Riverwalk, which has sat vacant for many years. Just weeks after the city closed on the property with Centra Homes, the first townhome has gone up and crews are already working on the second one. Centra Homes is planning to construct 136 detached townhomes on the site, which is located on the south side of Coon Rapids Boulevard between Egret Boulevard and Avocet Street. About half of the homes will be designated as a neighborhood within a neighborhood with smaller lots and private streets. The Coon Rapids City Center will soon be getting a new roof. This week, the City Council awarded the contract for the project to Central Roofing Company for just over $1 million. The Coon Rapids City Center opened in 1996, and there's been problems with the roof leaking in recent years. The replacement involves about 61,000 square feet of the roofing system. In recent days, information about the 2020 census has started arriving in mailboxes across the region.
I'm filling out the census information. Are you?
Why does it matter?
Because the United States Constitution requires a count.
The census is critical in determining our representation in Congress and the amount of federal funding our state and local governments receive. For the first time ever, citizens can complete the questionnaire online. The U.S. Census Bureau has suspended field operations due to the coronavirus. That means census workers won't head into the field until at least May, when they'll begin knocking on the doors of homes that haven't turned in their questionnaires. All right, we have some changes to tell you about here at CTN due to the coronavirus. All new programming is being suspended except for city council meetings, but continue to tune in as any emergency messages from the city will be posted on our channels. We are also digging through our archives and replaying high school games and other events from the past. Those have been fun to see some things. One on today from the year 2000, so be sure to tune in for that. We hope to get back to our normal schedule as soon as possible, and as always, we appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.